those of you who are new here, my name is Michaela Barnhart. In today's video, we are going to be doing a design with me. So this has been one of the most highly requested videos just in general since I think I've started doing planning and stuff. I started creating my own stickers. I used to do a lot of these with my Cricut. So I have upgraded, or I think it's upgraded at least, from the Cricut Air to a Silhouette. I can't remember. Oh, I have the Cameo 4. I was trying to think of which one it was. So I have the Silhouette Cameo 4. I've had it for a few months now, and I've really gotten to love it. So that's what you guys are going to see today. We are going to make the June monthly kit. So I've already downloaded off of Etsy some digital paper that we're going to use, for all of the backgrounds. Sorry, I have stuff falling everywhere. Just excuse the noise. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So what I typically do is I have over here on the side a little Silhouette flash drive, and in it I keep everything organized by month. So I have all of my April stuff in here that I've created, and then these were designs that I used for April. Same thing for May, and then now we have June. So I have all my designs in here. I'm going to show you how to import them into Silhouette Studio, and then we'll be saving everything here. So that's kind of an overview of how I keep everything organized. So basically what I do each month is I open up the prior month's stuff. So I have my May headers open, I have my May like sidebar and like sampler stuff, and then I have my May appointment labels and then washi. I have it all open. I duplicated all of it, and then I saved it for June. So each one of these is now labeled June at the top, as you can see in the little title bar for them. So what I do each month, instead of recreating everything, is I go through and I recreate the, like, just upload a different design and change the colors and stuff like that. Or if there's anything specific that I need to change, then I do that throughout this process. So I don't recreate the whole thing, but I am going to try my best to give you guys some of the dimensions, at least the most important things that I think you really will need to get started. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'll also have my Etsy digital paper linked down below for what we're about to do, as long as everything turns out okay. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you guys first how to import all of those designs. So you're going to go up here to Library, and then it should just come up like this. I think I usually just put it, let's see, where do I usually put them? Let's just do it here. Here we go. So I come down to patterns. Oh, I can't remember. I don't do it that often, so. And then I'm going to open my June designs. I'm just going to click and drag, highlight all of them, and just kind of drop them over here. And you can see that it's starting to load them. This usually takes a few minutes depending on how many we load in, or how many I load in. So we'll just kind of let it go. And then I look for where they went. So let's see. Looks like, oh, they're right here. So they're all of these vacation papers. And now they have the check mark beside them, so that means they're completely good to go. So I'm going to go back over here to design. And the first thing that I like to do is move this out of the way. So that's going to change based on whatever color I choose for the month. So I'm just going to kind of move it over here and leave it. I'm going to go ahead and fill these with the design that I want to use. And then I'll change the color of this. So I'm just going to click on this. The dimensions for these headers, and this is all for a 7x9 Erin Condren planner. I feel like it'd be similar for any 7x9 planner, but this one is the specific Erin Condren planner. So the dimensions that I use for my headers are 1 1/4 tall, and then I use 6.47 like length, or it's listed as height. You can see them up here in the corner. But I use that for like the length of it. So that's kind of what we've got there. So I'm going to come over here to my little design palette and choose patterns. And then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom to get the ones that I just inserted. So these first like 5 or 10 or whatever this is right here are going to be the ones that we're going to use. So I'm just going to kind of quickly like tap through them just to see what they look like, and see if one kind of stands out more than the others for what I would like to use up here. I actually really like the flip-flop, so what I'm going to do is come over here, and I'm going to twist it. I actually want it to go where the flip-flops are pointing up, so you just have to play around with the rotating, and then I'm going to scale it down some, just so you can see more of the flip-flops. Okay, so that kind of looks good. So I scaled it down to about 69. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to flip it, and then I'm going to scale it down to 69. Okay, awesome. So now we've got that there. I'm going to go ahead and choose what color I want this to be. So let's do, I'm going to get my little dropper. Usually I just kind of play around with them until I find a color that I like or that I think looks good with everything. So I like the pink, that's not bad. Let's see what this darker bluish purple color looks. I like that too. Let's see. What about this? Oh goodness, I didn't click it. Let's try this orange. It's kind of bright. Do we like that? I'm not sure. Let's see what this looks like. I think I like that one the best. So I'm going to click both of these and just do them both for that same color. This is where I'm going to come over here and play with the May symbol. So obviously I don't want it to say May anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it, and I'll show you completely how to make it from scratch. So you'll come over here and add text. I'm going to change my font to the FB Basic Betty. I bought that off of Etsy. I can have that linked in the description box below as well. And I'm going to just type in June. It is an all caps skinny font, so you don't have to put any capitalization in it unless you just want one letter to be taller than the rest. But I personally do not, so I don't do that. And I don't know why I just put that in that color. I'm actually going to put it in that blue color that we just chose. So there we have it. That is what that's going to look like. I'm going to come over here to the little star. That's going to create an offset, so that's going to give you that white like background around it. You just hit offset. I'm going to change the color of mine to be a white offset, and we don't want it to have any cut line. And then I'm going to kind of tweak it down a little bit because I feel like it doesn't quite need to be that big, like that thick of a white ring around it. I'm going to go to about 100. Then I'm going to choose everything and group it. So now it moves as one piece. So now I can bring it up here, and there we have it. So I want to look and see. I thought I would like this here because of the lettering, but I want to see. I'm going to bring it back over here, and I'm going to do the same thing again. This time I'm going to use Magnolia though, just to see what this looks like in Magnolia. It's more of like a script font. So it's really pretty too, but I just want to see what that would look like. So I just put June again. I'm going to click on it and do my offset. Again, we're going to make our offset white with no cut line. And then I'm going to kind of dial it down some to about 100. Group it all together. I think I might actually like this script better for this. But I will end up using that FB Basic Betty. That's usually my go-to for everything. I really like that font. I'm just kind of bumping this one up a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of this one for now, and we're going to use this. So now we have June up there. I'm not going to change the dates or anything or the days of the week because they look really good in the white. So these two headers are done. Now I just need to fix these two skinny washies. So I'm going to go back over here to our design panel and see what I want to fill those with. These have the same length as the bigger headers, so they are 6.47 in the like length or height or whatever you want to call it. And then these are just 0.25 in thickness, so they're a little smaller. So let's go back down here and see if we like one of these. I actually really like this one. I think that looks cute. Those kind of complement each other in the colors, and it's not like super boom in your face. So I think we'll go with that one. All right. So I'm going to go up here and just hit save. So now this one is done. And I'm going to go over here. So this is going to be the next part that we're going to work on. So this is where most of the work's going to happen for this whole kit. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. As you can see, this is everything from May. I did go ahead and tweak these boxes to fit with what I needed for June. These boxes are meant to cover up those extra days. So like right at the beginning of June, if you look at your calendar spread, the first Sunday and Monday are actually May. And then the last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are part of July. So it's not necessarily in that month. So I use these just to cover those up. So this big box will cover up that last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because that will all be connected. And then that first Sunday and Monday, I'm just going to use these 2 single boxes. So each one of those boxes is roughly 1.625 in width and 1.408 in height. Now that is a little rough estimate that kind of overlaps just a smidgen, but I would rather have it overlap than not. So that's just kind of what I use for that. Over here I just have some thin or some regular washi. I just always put that on the side. Then we have our sidebar, of course, and then just some little appointment labels and whatnot at the bottom. So the biggest part is going to be this top part though. So let's go ahead and choose what we want for this stuff right here, these boxes. I think I want to just see. So we used flip-flops already. Obviously I don't want to use the flip-flops again. I think I might like this one, but obviously I don't. I actually do want it turned that way because then when I turn the boxes, that will be right. Hope that kind of makes sense. But I am going to scale it down some so that you can see a little bit more of what's there. Let's go down to like 200. Okay, I like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this one. So we're going to scale it down to about 200. And this one. And then we're going to have to scale this one down differently. We can't necessarily go by the 200. So I'm just going to have to see about when they look similar since this one is a little bit bigger. Let's see. Let's go down from here. I think that one looks okay. Trying to get them as close as possible. Or you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just delete this. And then we can make 3 more of these boxes. And that will work perfectly fine. Probably going to have to scoot it down a little bit more than that so that I can fit them all right here together. Just kind of reformatting what we've got here. I don't want them to overlap, but let's see. I might have to move all of this down some. And then let's move these down. And this one. Okay, that should help it all fit together here, sort of nicely. Okay, good enough. So now we've got those all fixed. For this bigger washi, I think I'm going to use this one that we have here. I am going to scale it down some, just so you can maybe read. Actually, at 100 is where it would work best. When I scale my stuff down, so see now I scaled down to 97, you can faintly see this little line up here at the top and at the bottom. So that's where the pattern repeats itself. So that means that it's probably best not to have it there. So I think I'm just going to use it like that. Let's see what this one looks like. What is that one? Oh, that's flip-flops. Duh. Oh, I like this, actually. I didn't realize those had any pattern. I wonder if this would look better if I did that. Or like that, maybe? No, I don't like that one. Nah, I kind of like this one best. Alright, so we're going to do that there, and then we'll use this one here. Perfect. For this one over here on the side, I think I'm also going to use that. And then for our box here, we've got to figure out what color we want it to be. I do a solid color for that. So let's try, not that. We don't want that. I don't know if I like that either. What about the yellow? Okay, I like the yellow. I feel like that complements the yellow behind it. So we'll use that for that one. And then, let's see. I want to make sure these don't have any. Okay, cool. So we've got those all finished. Now down here, I've got to change these. So I'm going to ungroup this. And I'm going to delete where it says Memorial Day. I don't need this one to say Memorial Day. And I don't need this one to say Mother's Day because obviously that's over. I am going to make one for Father's Day. So let's go ahead and go over here to the side and type out Father's Day. Okay, and then I'm going to make it that FB Basic Betty font. So that looks nice. We're going to do it in black with no cut line. And then I'm going to take it and ungroup it because I want to be able to move the letters around some. So I'm going to move some of them closer together just because that helps it be able to have an offset a little bit easier. Oops, I meant to grab all of those. So I'm just going to kind of keep moving these until I get them kind of close. Obviously you don't want them touching, but I like it to be a little bit closer. I am going to move this one back over, and I'm going to add a new text box because I'm a stickler for it having what it's supposed to have. I don't know why I just deleted that. And then we're going to highlight it. I just am making an apostrophe, so I'm going to do it in my FB Basic Betty again. Give it the same little attributes, and then we're going to make it definitely smaller than what it is. Okay, right there should be good. We're just going to move it until it kind of hits about right there. That's good enough for me. As long as it's there, then that's what matters. And then I'm going to put day closer so that the offset will recognize everything together. Then I'm just going to grab it all, group it, and now we're going to create the offset. So actually I need to make this smaller. So I'm going to go up here to the height. I'm going to lock the proportions. I'm going to make the height 0.17. Uh-oh, it didn't grab my apostrophe. Let's go back. We needed to have the apostrophe for sure. We just did that work for that. Okay, let's group it and then go back up here to 17. No, not like that though. We want 0.17. Okay, so that does make it tiny, but that makes it the same size as everything else. Then I'm going to give it an offset of white, just like I've been doing. We want to have this one have a black outline so that it will cut it. And then we're going to go 0.4. That will get it to about 1/4 inch in height. So that's what we're going to use for that. And then it will sit on top of this one, or one of these. It doesn't really matter which one, but I'm just going to put it there for now. So now that is kind of fixed. I'm going to leave all these other ones. So we have vacation, day off, no school, celebrate, and then 2 paydays. I made those the exact same way, so you can follow the same kind of tutorial to do that as well. So that's what we've got going on there. For these, all I have to do is go through and select what's on the outside, and then I can decide what I want the pattern fill to be. So let's try these. So we'll do one of that one. We'll do one of that one, and then we can do some surfboards. What is that one? I can't see that one that well. Oh, okay. We like that one. Yep. Okay, so we'll use those 3 for that. Then for this one down here, I'm going to have to ungroup it and just select the outside. We will do this one to have flip-flops. You can barely see them on here, but then once I actually print it, it'll be a little bit easier to see in my planner. And then we'll let this one have whatever that is. What is that? Oh, that one's cute. I like that one. I wonder how this would look if I did that. No, I don't like that one. I feel like it's a lot of blue, but I feel like blue is so fitting for going to the beach. We go to the beach in June. That's why I selected this kit. So I've got those done. Oh, I need to do these down here. I'm just going to hit both of these and ungroup everything. So let's do one of these with a clearer background, and then we can do this one with this blue background. Okay, cool. So now that I've got all of those redone, I'm going to take this box that's on top of them. It's a just slightly transparent box, and I'm going to change the fill color to be some of the colors that we've used. So we'll make one of them that blue color. We can do one yellow. We can have one of this pink color. This one we could do, let's do that blue color again for Father's Day. We could do guess we'll just use those same colors again for these. Where'd that pink go? Right there. And then we'll do yellow for that one. No, actually I like the pink. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just grab both pieces for each of these and group them back together so that they all, or it will print out as one thing. This one I'm going to group it all together. Okay, so now we've got that done. I'm going to move, I think I'm going to move this stuff up just a little bit, just because I feel like it's a little squished. Okay, that looks a little better, and then now that's kind of all together. Okay, so we're going to leave everything here the same, so the only thing we need to fix is the stuff at the bottom. I am going to move this up some, just because I feel like it looks misplaced. I feel like there was a big space there. So we're going to move that up, and then we're going to ungroup all of these. I'm going to choose my darker colors first, so we'll do one pink, we'll do one of that like yellow color, and then one of the blue. And then I'm just going to go back over here. I'm going to open up my advanced color option so it opens up the little palette, and then I'm going to choose whatever color it was. So this one has the pink for the darker. And then I just take this little guy and kind of roll him down some so that it gets a little bit lighter. So that kind of gives you that contrast. You can see it now there. And then I'm going to just group them back together. Then we'll come over here and do the same thing. So I choose yellow, and then we just kind of dial it down some and group it back together. So that's how we do all of these. Okay. All right. So now that I've got this whole page done, I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to give you some more of those dimensions. So like I already told you guys, there you can see the dimensions up in the left-hand corner. I gave you guys that one. All of my washi, when I do a regular washi, I go 0.5 width. And then the sidebar, it just depends. Length for that one will just depend on how long you cut your sticker sheet. For my sidebar, the width is, or the length of it is 7. And then it's 1.625 wide. I know that makes it a little harder when you're looking at the dimensions up there, but you kind of just have to think about what makes sense. So it's 7 inches long down the side of your planner, and then 1.625 in width. My little appointment labels and these other cuter labels are all going to be 1.5 width, so the length of them, the longest part, and then they're going to be 0.377 in height, or that shorter part. So that's going to be the same, or 0.375. They're all very close to that. I don't really know why this one is different. We're going to fix that. I don't know. And then we're going to, let's do this. Okay. There we go. I don't know why that one was different, but that's going to be all of those. So now we've got that one done. So far we have our headers completed there. Then we have our main sticker sheet here. And now we have this. I don't really dig this stripe pattern down here, so I wonder what I could change that out for. I'm going to look really quick just to see what it would look like if we used some of this other stuff. Let's try to kind of scale it down some, maybe. See, I don't know if I like that. It just kind of looks funny. And then we have this one down here, but I don't really like that one either. I guess we'll go with that one. I feel like you also can't really use these either because the pattern breaks so funny. I don't want to do that. We'll just do it at 100 for both of them. So we'll do 100 for that one as well. We have to twist that one. Okay, I kind of like that a little better. So let's do that. So now we've got those two done. We just have to do our June appointment labels and the thin washi. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete these appointment labels. Since we've already created ours over here, I'm just going to grab these. I'm going to copy and paste. Oops, I don't know why I got rid of that. And then we're just going to move them right up here into this. So now what I'll do is grab all of them. I'm going to come over here to the side to this little funky looking star, I guess, where you can replicate things. And I have all of them done. So I'm going to replicate it down 4 rows. So you can see in one swipe that made it very easy. And then I just kind of go back, gather all of it, and space it out. Just enough to where I think it will cut properly. And then I'm going to duplicate that one more time. And there we go. So now we have all of those done. That was quick and easy. This one down here, I'm going to zoom in. So this will just be some more thin washi in case we need it for this month. I don't end up usually using most of the thin washi for the month, but it's always there. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Wonder what it would look like if we tilted it this way. I don't know if I like that one. Let's do one, or let's do 2 of them like this. Excuse me. What's happening? What did I do that one at? 48. Okay, let's do 48. Okay. And then we can do 2 of these little yellow polka dotty ones. And another floral one, because I like the floral one. Okay. So now we can save that. We have everything done. I'm going to go ahead again and share these. These appointment labels, like you saw, are the same thing on the other side. So they're about 1.5 inches wide and then 0.375 in height. The thin washi, I do 0.25 in height, so that's the skinnier side, and then 6.438 in length. That really could go up to anything. To me, what matters the most is the 0.25 in height, or that thickness. The length of it could really go as big as you want to make your sticker sheets. So I usually keep my sticker sheets around 6.5 in width and no bigger than that. So that's why that one kind of comes out just a little less than 6.5. So that's kind of what I do there. There's a couple things to keep in mind when you're messing with silhouette. You always want to have a back cut, like to cut out the whole sticker sheet. So I use a red line to represent what will cut the entire sheet. I can show you guys really quick. So when you get ready to go to send it to your thing, I hit send. I don't ever play with the simple or the fill. I always do a line cut because that's how I set everything up. As you can see in the little picture, there's a red box around the outside of each of my sheets. So that red box, I will set the pressure. I'll get red down here, and then once you actually have everything turned on, it will let you set the pressure for it, or the force it's called. So I'll set my force at around 20, so that way it will cut all the way through the entire sheet. And then the black line is what I want for everything to individually cut. I do it at about a force of 6. That way it doesn't cut through the whole sheet, it will just nicely cut out the sticker. And I've found that those 2 numbers work really well for me, but it also depends on what kind of material you're using or, you know, what you're making, I guess. So that's kind of what we got there, but I just wanted to show that really quick. I also want to show you guys how to turn bleed on. So if you just pull up whatever sheet you're working on, you can go up here to where you would set up your page. And then go over to registration marks. I always keep my registration marks on just so that I can personally see my boundaries. But then you'll go down here to print bleed. I usually print bleed at 0.025. And then that will save my print bleed there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on for all of these. For mine, it doesn't automatically turn that on for me. I don't know if that does for some people, but I have to go through and set mine every single time. So just did that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should share other than what you guys just saw. Oh, I don't think I shared the dimensions of these. So these bigger boxes are still 1.5 in width. All of my like appointment labels or any kind of boxes like that are going to be 1.5 in width. These are 0.75 in height, whereas the smaller ones were 0.375 in height. So they're a lot skinnier, but just wanted to share that with you as well. So I think that's everything. If you guys have any questions about anything, then definitely leave it in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get these cut now. And then on Thursday, I will upload my June monthly setup so you can actually see how these come out once they were print and cut. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Again, if you have any questions or anything, definitely leave it in the comments. I will have this Etsy digital paper as well as the fonts that I use linked in the comments below or in the description box. So yeah, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.